Yeah, judging on the windsock, it's a direct tailwind. Well, we're back in the air. This is Tuesday morning. We decided to spend the night in Sikeston yesterday. We were tired, and there were some storms, kind of pop-up storms between here and Mexico, and we figured it was going to start getting dark. We didn't want to play with that, and so we're bright and early. We got up at, I think it was 5 o'clock or shortly after 5. Stayed at the Brewery Inn about a mile from the airport, and couldn't even get an Uber ride to show up this morning, so Roger and I walked a mile to the airport. And there's a lot of unstable air over all of Missouri, the Midwest out here. We were watching the forecast this morning, decided to get out of here as early as possible before these storms would start manifesting themselves a little bit more. So we're going in a straight line. We're just 200 miles from home now, so we're hoping to make it in a straight line and make it to work by what, it's 6:30 now, so by 8:30 should work. We're working now. Yeah, that's right. Well, that's true, you know. Technically we are, right? So it's part of the fun. Yep, part of the fun. So it looks pretty good around here right now, but we were watching the forecast. There's a lot of potential for hail and tornado. I guess it's all this warm, unstable air. I think it's supposed to be in the mid-80s, which, you know, for I guess we're mid-April now officially, but that's still hotter than normal. It was just humid this morning when I walked from the airport. I'm wearing our homecoming shirt, and I see Roger's got the matching homecoming shirt, and that's going to be, you know, we're going to start planning our 2024 homecoming. And those of you that are part of the Zenith community and have already been out to the homecomings, we hope you make it come back, make it an annual event. I know at Sun and Fun, we met with a number of vendors that were planning on coming to the homecoming. It was interesting, you know, talking to the folks at Dine On. They're planning on coming, and they were telling us how they really like the homecoming because it's a really different crowd than you know, Sun and Fun or Oshkosh. That's more of a retail or so crowd. At the homecoming, you know, these are builders, people that are actually installing them and so forth. And we're talking to can't remember his name now with the autopilot, but he's probably planning to do some autopilot specific workshop classes, and I told him, you know, the possibility of doing it with an airplane, not just a classroom session, you know, with a PowerPoint, but doing it around an airplane. And that's the kind of activities we really want to promote, hands-on activities at the homecoming that benefit existing builders as well as new people, as well as owners of aircraft, and they could be second owners, you know, any downstream owners that way. What's something you'd like to see us develop more at the homecoming, Roger?
At the homecoming? I don't know. There's so many good things. I don't know of anything.
Because
I mean, there's always something we can add, but
right. And you know, all of you out there, let us know if you have an idea. You know, one element that I always find that at least from where I stand, that we're lacking is some of the flying activities. We could be doing some more flying activities, whether it's STOL competitions, demonstrations, or whether it's just, you know, any type of flying activity. Because you know, it's like a lot of these shows, the majority of people still end up driving in, and so it would be good to have some more flying activities for folks. And you know, maybe something where existing owners that flew in, maybe taking up a new person and sharing information that way. I don't know. It's just something that we could develop a little bit more, I think. Anyway, I'm gonna leave it for now a little bit. We don't want these videos to get too long, and we'll touch base hopefully before Mexico a little bit, and hopefully it's not because we're dealing with weather. And but weather right now looks pretty good, nice and smooth right now, despite the unstable air that's out here. We've actually got good over the ground speed right now. Probably have a tailwind of about 25 miles. Yep. That's kind of nice to see. Take full advantage of it when we get it. This is the flat area, farming area of the Missouri Boot Hill. And we've flown over here completely over water. This whole area can flood quite easily, being in the Mississippi, I guess valley they call it, but not really, in the flatlands. They have, you can kind of see little canals running throughout for irrigation purposes, and I guess it's just water off the the Mississippi River. Here where we have a bit of cloud cover, it makes everything, we can see our screen so much better here. So we're getting closer to home. We're here over the Missouri River. Kind of unstable air out here, but the flying's actually been really nice this morning. If you look at the ground speed, 133 miles an hour. And we're, like I say, over the Missouri River, kind of southwest of St. Louis. It's always kind of fun to follow the Missouri River home. And you can see there's kind of weird visibility out there. Like, I mean, well, visibility is good, but kind of weird clouds and whatnot. It's supposed to be really unstable air later on today, so which is why we're glad we got out when we did this morning, because I'll zoom out here on the screen, but you can kind of see the orange stuff out here. That's I think that's potential for tornadoes and hail and so forth, and that's right on the edge where Mexico is, so we're happy to get there. And we're only about 50 miles from home, so we're getting pretty close.
Traffic 24 kilo, 3,500 over the field maneuver to Australia.
Well, we're nearly back home to Mexico. We're showing 6 knots out. See Mexico in front, and we just had a couple droplets of rain on our windshield, so it's a good time to be home, to be getting home, because it's going to get a little more violent. If you can see on the screen here, it's most of that is in orange, and I guess that's indicating potential for tornadoes and hail and all kinds of bad weather, so we're happy to be nearly home. We can already recognize the scenery here. See the airport up front with the water tower just north of the airport. So this trip in mid-April, early April, started to Sun and Fun. We had a good flight there, good weather, and coming back it's kind of the same thing. Again, today, this morning is looking sketchy, but it turned out to be actually a really nice flight. Last half a little bit bumpy, but nice tailwind to compensate for that. And really enjoyable. And again, showing that these airplanes, low and slow, can be fun and actually quite productive. Well, I'll have Roger take you in like we do normally. Well, I think you're just in a rush to get on the ground, aren't you? You're not. Don't want to be demonstrating. It's 8:15 in the morning. But we've been on the road for 10 days now, so it's always nice to come home, and it's nice to beat this weather home too. So it's been a nice trip, and we really enjoyed meeting all the existing builders and flyers as well as new ones, and been a fun trip.
Roger was just making his radio call. Still got quite a bit of wind at pattern altitude.
Yeah, it's surprising
30 mile an hour winds.
on the ground they're reporting 7 miles of wind.
We'll see what they say.
Mexico Memorial Airport. Automated weather observation 1317 Zulu weather wind 130 at 8 visibility 10 ceiling 2600 broken.
A little bit of a crosswind at about only 8 miles an hour. We've actually got patches of blue skies here.
Yep.
Pretty good little crosswind up here.
Yeah, it's like gonna die off.
It's going to die off, and I can see it on the screen. It's already dying off. Yeah. Pretty good center line landing, and then it then you went into the wind, I guess. You were doing a good into the wind landing there. Nice. Well, it's good to be home, back to Mexico, Missouri. And nice, and we got in time for a full work day ahead of us.
Yeah, a lot of cleaning up to do for sure.
8 o'clock, yeah. Well,
Let the tech calls begin, right?
That's right. Yeah, good to be home. Well, it was fun sharing this trip with y'all, and stay in touch.